So can you show your students this stuff, John?
I think I'm gonna do a warm-up on it. I need a little filler for my schedule. Perhaps the stuff. Not that this is no.
We're going to go over there.
I got probably about 48 minutes, so.
Okay, Alice.
I have a super screen. It's weird type of, it's like a giant television. And I just loaded it into a PowerPoint. And OneDrive, other than the it's amazing. And they want to get rid of our
No, not at all. I usually
somebody when this school used it.
try to gravitate toward a window so I'm not blocking it.
We're gonna start-
Starting in the other. Oh, okay.
Somebody when this was built wrote on this chalkboard, so I want it, it's like got history.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I saw you around.
Bellevue.
You're.
These.
I always
Are you part of?
think of them as Belgian cookies.
Part of Pittsburgh?
Every time you had coffee or tea, you had
There's potted cream, which I've always wanted to try, but I have heartburn so bad right now, I'm afraid if I try that, Oh, yeah. You got it from lunch? No, I think I got it from tea and lunch.
Great, what's your name? Michael Archie, nice to meet you.
Michael Archer.
No way.
Keep them doggies moving. Run.
So comfortable. Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Hey,
Oh, look at you, you're a vision too.
Yeah, look at that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you move down a little bit?
I was just, sorry, yeah, they were looking in the cabinet, so.
So we'll start with the, let's start right behind you. Well, okay, is everyone nice and warm enough? That's good. We'll start. Can you tell us what's going on?
I draw lots of beehives, just because beehives look great in drawings, and because I used to have my hair up in a beehive for years and years and years. But it's got too long now, and it just flops. And also, the hairspray is not good for the environment. But I do love a beehive. I think it's the coolest hairstyle. So I do draw lots of them because I like them very much. Yeah. And also, I really don't like washing my hair. So having to wash a beehive out takes about an hour of getting all the knots out. So I draw them instead, and then everything is satisfied. Yeah.
I love this, yeah, that's
How about this portrait?
I just like, mainly my ladies are with animals, but they're probably, I don't know, it's about half and half, I think, with birds. So lots of people have said that the birds are the protectors of the ladies, or the ladies are the protectors of the birds, I don't know. But I just think we all need to look out for each other.
Well, you told the story yesterday of when you were young and that you didn't like the idea of birds being in cages.
Oh, no, there was, so I had a lady, I can't remember her name now, I know she had a white poodle, but she had a bird in a cage, and I just, I let it go free one day. He probably died, so I felt I just don't like things being in cages, I'm not a fan of zoos, or anything like that.
Is this a bird you would see on the beach?
Yes, so we sometimes go to a woods called Beckley, which is, I don't know, about 20 miles out of Hastings, and then we go along Pet Level, and there's loads and loads of like sandpipers and all these different birds, and that's all I hope to see when I'm going. So the dog walk is lovely, but then walking along.
How much is knit and how much is paint?
How much is, what, sorry?
How much is that knitted? and how much is it
Oh,
embroidered?
that's all embroidered, I think, so that's all embroidered, that bit.
Just,
Yeah.
just the
Yeah,
border.
yeah, I don't do embroidery, my daughter is a really good embroiderist, but I
And
am
the bird's painted.
yeah, I'm not patient enough to do embroidery, and my fingers aren't, I like just doing fast things.
You got a lot of
Tell them
patience.
what Rosie does.
So my eldest daughter is a textile conservator at Hampden Court Palace, so she works for the King. And she's on YouTube, so you can like Google her. She's Rosie Chamberlain, and if you go under historic royal palaces, so she does that. And then her wife Michelle works in the Houses of Parliament. She's the furniture conservator for the King in the Houses of Parliament. Yeah, so they've both got amazing jobs, and they're both.
What's your daughter's title?
What's her actual? Well, I don't know her letters after her name. I'm not sure.
No.
And Rosie Chamberlain is her name.
Chamberlain?
Yeah, but what's her title? She said she did what?
She's a textile conservator.
Wow.
Yeah, and she is the world's. Well, she's the only world's expert in weighted silk. So that's her other title. Yeah. Yes.
I have a question. What are these numbers under there?
Oh, that's for like how much you sell them for.
Oh,
Because when you are lucky enough to have a show, you're lucky enough to sell them and make some money to help your family.
Is that in pounds or dollars?
I put them in dollars, but I had to ask somebody how to write a dollar because I don't know how to do that.
How about my favorite in the room, if I have to pick a favorite? Although I think I would look great in this shirt, but this piece, and this is relatively new, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think a couple of weeks ago. I think.
And it's a fox?
Yeah, so because I take the dogs out so early, I've got a head torch, and we've got foxes hundreds of foxes and badgers around the way. So they're just everywhere. So I have the head torch, because if I let the dogs off, Margot, if I take her to the countryside, she runs after deer. That's another dog.
Margot can jump about this high.
She can jump really high, and she's like a cheetah. She can go really fast. So Margot's about 4, and Dottie's about 8.5. So she still runs around. But
So is that a badger on that shirt?
that is an otter.
An otter.
Oh,
Yeah.
about it.
Don't see otters. Don't think I've ever seen an otter in the wild in this country.
are these things for sale or no?
No, because I wear them. So I just like I can bring them. Yeah.
These are.
Those are, yeah, just the clothes aren't, yeah. Yeah, just because, it'd be a bit weird selling clothes that I wear.
Well, let's go over here. Let's go to, now, the next room, Fritzburg, which is the British organization here in Pittsburgh, has put on the tea for us. So we're going to look at the art and have some tea.
We're some workers. So yeah,
How are you?
I'm a tree surgeon.
Of course.
Right, and
Yes.
so we're hey,
Because there must-
let the
there
people
must be,
go first, please. Thank
Times
you.
of the year when you can't work on trees because of the nesting.
I think so, but we're so for nesting, there are certain areas with certain species. Here it's there's that. Honestly, we're more
Should we go in now?
Yeah, I do all of the drawings on my own.
Do you?
Come on in.
Have you got
Come
them
on
on
in, everyone.
Has your dad got them on his phone?
I do. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'll have a look maybe in a minute.
Yeah, we'll show you. Thank you.
Right, Carson, let's stand back.
All right, there is no Julia Childs, but we do have Michael Asher. Maybe you could give us. Okay, maybe you could give us. Oh, okay. It's only it's a little mistake. Maybe you could show us what you just showed me.
Okay, so tradition in England is that for a scone to really taste the best, these are a little small here, but we're doing this. We have the scone, and then we put the jam on the top.
I'm watching you, Michael, get it the right way around.
Yes,
I've got my eyes on.
jam first on the top, and the clotted cream, which is a very thick cream on the top of this. And it really makes it so yummy, really, to have that when you taste it. And
Is it all
sir,
done now?
Sir?
Could you serve a curator?
Michael, tell them what happens if you do it the other way.
Oh, I can't tell you.
Yeah, you get sent to the tower. To the tower.
It was fun curating this show because we got up to this point. We just had the works laid around and saying, well, then you have to put them on the wall. I did this was done, although that one was up on the wall. I turned around and Hilary put this together, her wall there. And Helen thought, well, she just put the rest of hers up like that. And then we had, I first put over the mantle. I always like to work on the mantle first. Hilary, maybe you could, would you guide us through some of your works? And I do see that a couple of them are holy.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I was really frustrated that day, and I was trying to draw, and it wouldn't work. You just get those days when it's not feeling right. And I got really frustrated, so I took them and I held them over the kitchen sink and I set fire to them. And then I was like, oh no, that looks really good. So yeah, that's what happened that day. Yeah, you just never know, do you? Somebody bought me a beautiful copy of Grey's Anatomy, a lovely bound one. And I find it very pleasurable just flicking through it. So we've got some cells, we've got some dendrons. Somebody bought me a lovely pair of silver earrings that are dendrons. They're gorgeous. And then nests as well. And yeah, it's all informed by the same looking through a microscope, that kind of thing. What else would you like to know about?
Well,
You know you have a vintage microscope.
Yeah, I do. I have an antique one that my husband bought me. It's beautiful. Full working order.
right.
Which one, yeah.
That has color to it.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of colour, but I was looking at some cells and they had a little bit of colour in them. And so I thought, oh, okay, let's have a go. I don't work a lot with colour. I might try again. I really, there's something really peaceful about a monochrome that I really like. So yeah.
And the one top middle there looks like an eye.
That one, or that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to. I think it looks a bit spermy as well, alright, you know. I think I might have been looking at some onion skin at some point there. Yeah. It was the chair. It was the chair.
Over here in the corner, on the above Marcia, is a. The title was what?
What is the title, Helen? The day we found that Jolly's pockets were full of wondrous things.
Well done, because I couldn't remember.
So Helen painted that a few years ago, and I was lusting after it. I had my eye on it, and she gave it to me for my birthday a couple of years ago. And we spent a long time. I'm probably gonna cry.
So what tale are you going to tell?
Take a breath.
We decided that we'd like to make it.
Oh.
So, as part of the show that we do in September, we got together a few of the other artists and we sat around our kitchen table and we created the dress and the headdress, and then we turned it into a live performance piece. So each of us wore the dress. We were standing on a little step stool, and the audience were invited to come and have a rummage in Jolly's pockets. And then they could take a piece of artwork away. So I don't know if you noticed downstairs there were some little clay birds on the mantelpiece, and there's a couple of little drawings there. And they were all stuffed in the pockets. So people got to take a unique piece of work away with them.
We made about 100 pieces each.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Because we had 2 weekends?
Yeah, 2 weekends.
Yeah, then we had to do some more.
And then we also managed to get some of the audience members to put the costume on themselves. So it was just a really lovely communal, and I've been talking to other people about it. Felt a bit like I imagine an American quilting circle feels, because we had, I mean, there was a bottle of Jameson's on that kitchen table for quite a while as well, and some wine, but there was a lot of pockets and a lot of sewing and a lot of, it was a lot of fun to do. You know, I had to hang it off my washing line dolly so that we could get around it all the way around.
It was quite a lot of work actually thinking about it, but it
It
didn't.
was, it didn't feel like it though, did it?
Yeah, and it sounds lovely being in it as well, just
Hot though.
yeah, well, it's quite hot. Yeah, and my headdress kept falling off all the time. It wasn't real, we thought it was the size of my head, but then we realised it's because I've got tinnitus, I automatically lean my head one way or the other.
Yeah, that's stitching some pockets on.
Is that?
Yeah.
I know it's a small screen, but this is on Instagram, and somewhere that I haven't found is a there's the headdress.
There is a video on there somewhere as well. Yeah.
There's somewhere on there where it was so big that you stood on a stool for the length of the dress, and then the headdress, the hat was like big like that.
And we had a really
We had a cat dog.
Yeah, we had a little cat dog. Yeah, I was looking for the perfect, it had to look a bit sort of like demented. But I couldn't find the right sort of like dimension.
They look pretty fun.
Yeah, so we held that, and yeah, it was fun.
What was
wasn't
the
it?
cat dog made of?
I got it from an antique shop.
It was a
charity
stuffed-
shop. I got it in the
stuffed toy?
Yeah, I got it in a charity shop. It was just the right size of charity looking maintenance that I wanted.
Yeah.
Mankiness is like tatty looking. Yeah.
So it starts as a dream, you draw it, you love it, you look at it, you say, let's make the dream, and then you write the people, they take in the book, and they go home with the dream. Nice.
And then we wrote a little story to tell the story of how it came about. So that's worth.
Well, any questions? Well, I just want to say that
On your knee there, by the time.
only here in the John A. Hermann Memorial Art Museum can something like this happen. And it's so uplifting that we can come as a community here in these horrible times out there and stay strong here and and have our friends come and bring this on an airplane And it would happen in no other institution or gallery except for here. And we're so thankful to the board and to Paul Hermann, who makes it all possible. And he says, all right, I don't know how you're going to do it, but we do it. And so thank you all for coming. And don't forget, next week and next week, we're only down to 2 now. Next week is the Resistance show of, featuring Cosmo Vinyl and Penny Mateer. And then number 9 is a show of Pittsburgh working artists, the Salon of Working Artists. Phil will be in. Let's see. Dan is going to be in. I'll be in. Carbonet will be in. Suzanne will be in. And thanks for coming.
Let's have some tea.